This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You know, look at the stars, ex-fighters, ex-champions ringside. That's what these fights do. That's what these venues do.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Quick punch scores. He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight. The fans are on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're getting under, you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on here.
It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Missing with the left uppercut. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Nope, that hook won't score. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Wanted to land the left hook, but was not successful. Do you believe this? Beautiful counter punch. Back and forth they go. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talking about Robinson in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Here we go, it's round 2. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
A typical outside fighter, as you know, focuses on defense, stick and move, stick and move.
If you want to corner an outside fighter, make them fight off the rope because they don't want to do that. They don't want to stand still. They want to move left to right. Pin them down. Throw a blanket on them.
Straight right just misses. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. A perfect counter shot. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Catch and shoot. Punches have to hurt. Those counter punches have to hurt. Good counter punching. Nice counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. Robertson in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
You're switching off, and you're starting to make mistakes.
And there's the bell for round 3. Sugar Ray Leonard days. Looks like they've shaken it off.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Look at the footwork, the hand speed. This is the best that the middleweight division has to offer. Unlucky to miss with that jab. The straight right just misses. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. The straight right just misses. bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. It's all offense all the time. A perfect counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Robertson in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
Here we go to the 4th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
As we burn through these rounds, this aggressive fighter continues to come forward, seemingly with endless energy, Johnny.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Do you believe what we're seeing? Both men step back for just a moment. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. Do you know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous? That is what writes our history books.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
So he's going to shake off the cobwebs and bounce around the ring a little bit here. Can't land that jab. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Robertson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Great round, now relax. Stay focused. You don't want to lose this fight, do you? Come on. You let them back in.
You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing.
Get your jab back, get your rhythm back, and then we'll go again. I need to go back out there, and you will win this round. Get your mind back, get your focus back, and get that jab back.
Don't be looking there for one shot at a time. Set him up, and you'll take him out.
Go back out there and win this round, all right? Only one.
On to the 5th we go. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Failing to score with that right hook. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than them. You've got to be like a little favour to pickpocket them.
Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. A straight right just misses. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walked right through it?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
A very competitive round here so far.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Missing with the hook. A straight right just misses. When are we going to see a jab from these two? They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Robertson in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker.
This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Good counter punching. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Sugar Ray's in trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? Oh, and this is really going to rub him the wrong way. He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Robertson in that last round. Well, we know they've got the... There's the bell to start round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
This is the kind of fight you expect from two world-class elite middleweights. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. It's like a match made in heaven.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. You'd like to see more jabs. This fighter is not... And as we see it again, there's no way to get up when you get clipped with a shot like that.
That's lights out right there.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in a round.
Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Leonard in that last round. Is there any way back into this fight after the beating he has taken so far? And there's the bell for round 8. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not down twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
And so far, the offense has been better than the defense. Just when you thought we'd see a lull in the action, here we go again. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nope, that hook won't score. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Nice counter. These two fighters are made for one another. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be. One punch did the trick. Let's see it again in slow motion.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out!
So it's onward and upward after a knockout win here.
What a build-up. What a journey towards this fight. What a fight itself. The crowd enjoyed it. The fighters enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. And what a way to end the fight. There's no mistake there about who won. What a shot.